Oi, Arthur, any chance you could, try, actually defending? See what I mean? Hi gang, welcome to Mike on Monday, a show made by a bloke called Mike who's much like you, divorced and borderline alcoholic, manically depressed. But that's West Ham fans for you. So, what's been happening in your world? Yeah, me too. I'm just back from an arterial cruciate ligament injury, and much like Manuel Pellegrini, back in full training for doing YouTube videos again. If you are new to this show, then yes, this is how I choose to look. It's not novelty, I'm not in fancy dress, this is it. I was walking out of Morrison's the other day, because my life's going really well, when the beggar sat outside told me that he thought I looked like the exhumed corpse of John Lennon. I know, I've just given him a quid as well. And you know what, they don't give refunds either, didn't get a receipt. So what's been happening at West Ham, people? Hi chaps. When I'm not smothering some poor belated lady in marmalade and licking it off, Saturdays, eh? I like to watch West Ham United. Well, for me this season, results-wise, it's been meh. Okay, we've had a few good results where we drew with Liverpool, we beat Man United, and City always spank us, but we've had some poor ones. Losing that game where Wolves was rubbish, losing to Bournemouth, etc, etc. But the style of play, on the whole, I really enjoyed. I mean, even when we've lost, we've largely given a reasonable account of ourselves, apart from maybe a couple of games I've already mentioned there. But it's hard to remember this, but last summer, there was still, before we appointed Pellegrini, there was still quite a lot of people who thought that it would be really well worth keeping David Moyes. I remember doing shows on Ham's Chat, and people actually put them through the actual opinion that David Moyes, we should stick with him because he kept us up and blah 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 blah. I mean, just how depressing would it have been if we'd actually kept David Moyes? Hello, welcome to Mike on Monday. Last week we drew 0-0 with Wolves, which followed on from the 0-0 draw with Fulham, and the home 0-0 draw with Newcastle, and the 9-0 loss to Manchester City. Are we going to go down? Probably. So given that that could have been the actual reality for us right now, thank God for Manuel Pellegrini. Then, of course, there's the signings. We spent a lot of money. People have often said, well, Wolves spent a similar amount of money and they're doing better than us. Yeah, but Fulham also spent a similar amount of money to us, and they're doing significantly badly. And Wolves haven't had our injury problems. Now, obviously, we are cursed with injuries. I mean, look at this. I mean, we all know we lost Lanzini in the summer. We've lost Yarmolenko. Wilshire's been injured for most of the season. I mean, it's ridiculous. And most of our creative edge is gone. Winston Reid, he's probably died. With Balwan, who looked like a really good defender, he's injured. Even the players we've brought in to replace the injured players, Samir Nasri and Sanchez, etc., have all picked up injuries. So there we go. I think, given that, we've done really, really well. By the way, don't let your 6-year-old play with your Subbuteo team, because this is what happens to it. But overall, I think our summer business was really good. One of the best players, without a doubt, we signed this summer that's made a huge difference to us. It's been our goalkeeper, Lucasz Fabianski. So let's take a look in depth at who Fabianski is, where he came from, and what he's been up to. Lucasz Fabianski was born on the 18th of April 1985 in Poland. Growing up football mad, Lucasz dreamed of playing professional football, as well as having a threesome with Lucy Worsley and a pelican. But then, who hasn't had that one? On holiday in the UK in 2001, Lucasz Fabianski lost his virginity to a remarkably supple prostitute called Monica in the Essex town of Dave. Fabianski's first professional football club was Polonia Słubice. In 2005, Fabianski moved to Legia Warsaw because he had heard of them. He'd also heard of their legendary naked supporters who are stared at by men in high-vis jackets. Apparently, it's a Polish cultural thing. In May of 2007, Lucasz Fabianski signed for Arsenal for a fee in the region of £2.1 million. It's fair to say that he was rubbish to start with, but Arsene Wenger stuck with Fabianski because he liked his hairstyle and sexy ears. For most of Fabianski's Arsenal career, he was backup for fellow Polish goalkeeper unpronounceable Szczesny. Szczesny was also not that good at Arsenal, starting Arsenal's familiar pattern of having goalkeepers who are rubbish for them but very good for everybody else. Tired of being a backup, Lucasz Fabianski signed for Swansea City in May of 2014. Fabianski was by far the best thing about the Swansea team, and supporters voted him best dental teeth, unusual for a goalkeeper. Following Swansea's unusual tactical approach of refusing to score goals, Swansea City were relegated at the end of the 2017-18 season, and Fabianski signed for West Ham for £7 million, which is quite a lot of money, but worth it. Lucasz Fabianski, one of our better signings, but with all these injuries going on and with new players being integrated, how has Pellegrini tactically used those players to get the best out of them and provide us supporters with the kind of thrilling football we like to watch? Let's head over to Mike at the Tactics Centre and see what he's made of Pellegrini's tactics this season. Mike. Thanks, Mike. For the past few seasons, West Ham have been accused of lacking identity and playing boring dinosaur defensive football. So how did Manuel Pellegrini bring attacking football? Well, the first thing he did was bring in technically gifted attacking players, such as record signing Felipe Anderson. He then switched formation, playing either a 4-4-2, a 4-2-3-1, or occasionally a 4-3-3. He then told the team to attack more. This led to more attacking football. Manuel Pellegrini's attacking football revolution explained here at the Tactics Centre on Mike on Monday. Now back to Mike in the studio. Mike. What? Thanks, Mike. I think we've all learned a lot there. Now, many of you will be wondering, as this is a show all about West Ham United, Mike, what is your favourite soup? Well, weirdly, my favourite soup is today's sponsor, Campbell's Tomato Soup. It's delicious, easy to cook, wonderful reheated, and full of wonderful fresh ingredients like the flaked skin of Andy Warhol, music by the Velvet Underground, and lots of other pop-arty things. Campbell's soup, people. Delicious. Hot, warm, or cold. But only if you have no taste buds on the cold front. It's actually quite horrible cold. But yes, Campbell's soup. You can buy discounted Campbell's soup with 4p off if you use the code 4p off Mike and use the link below. Campbell's soup, everyone. Now, many of you will be wondering, it's all very well, we're all West Ham fans, we know what's going on at the club and we've got our own ideas about how it's doing well, what it's doing badly. Well, how are we viewed outside this fair country? We are lucky enough to have our own Russian football expert, so let's head over to Mikhail in Moscow, the West Ham Moscow correspondent, and find out what they're making of all things West Ham over there in Moscow. But Mikhail, can you hear me?
Greetings from Moscow, you simple and capitalist pigs. Yes, and so, at West Ham United now, you have injuries which are many. You have your Andrei Yarmolenko, good Russian name, he should be playing for us. He is injured. You have Manuel Lanzini, he is injured too. And your wheelchair of Jack is injured. You have many injuries. In Russia, we do not have injuries like this. No matter what, you play. You play or we kill your family. You are worried, Mr. Arnautovich, that you are playing through pain. Let's see you play through the pain of 6 months in Siberia. Then you play. You play. And now, I give you results of our superior League of National Socialism and Communism and Wonderfulness, because it is superior here in Russia. The results are Leningrad graduates 1, Suffolk prostitutes 3, Oldcastle Castle 1, KGB depression 1, and finally Trump election fraud 2, Handjob United 1. Goodbye from Moscow. Goodbye.
Excellent stuff. Thanks so much, Mikhail. I think once again we've all learned a lot from there. Russia, a wonderful country full of very, very supple prostitutes. And now, folks, it's time for my favourite part of the show, when I get to answer any questions that you've got for me. Now, you can leave comments below with questions, or you can tweet me at WHUMike and follow me there, or whatever else you want to do. Please do feel free to leave comments below, and I say ask questions. Let's have a look at what you've got for me this week. So thanks once again, folks, for your questions, and here's some of this week's. Hannah Ryan asks, which West Ham players would you sell in the summer? Well, Ryan, I think we're going to clear out our strikers, so I would definitely sell Hernandez, Hugill, remember him, Arnautovic and Lucasz, because I think they all need to go, and I think we need to just bring in a whole load of new strikers, and I would probably sell Masuaku, get in another sort of left back who can play behind Creswell in the pecking order, because he's been quite woeful defensively when he's played. Other than that, I wouldn't make that many more changes, because I know there's a temptation, oh, sell him, sell Bonner, sell so-and-so, sell, you know, I just think we don't want that many changes. We had loads of changes last summer, and let's keep it a bit more real this summer, and bring in some strikers, just focus on integrating them, and keep the rest of it pretty much as it is. So thanks for that. Next question is Philip Parsons, Growing Perspective, and Ryan B, not Ryan A or Ryan C, Ryan B, all ask, can they get a date with Michelle? Guys, what do you think I am? Michelle's pimp or something? I mean, it's ridiculous. Actually, it's not a bad idea. And finally, a question from Andy G 2001. I'm guessing that there are another 2,000 Andy Gs, and that's why he's 2001. Anyway, Andy G 2001 asks, will we beat Fulham? Yes. Great. If you've got any questions for me, don't forget, leave comments below in the field here, or you can contact me via Twitter at WHUMike, and also don't forget, I'm on Facebook under my own name, Mike Manera. Guys, if you've enjoyed this show, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to both Hammer's Chat channels. I've got two, just to confuse you. There's this one and the other one. And don't forget to join me again next Monday. It's called Mike on Monday after all, and you can get my reaction to the Fulham game and everything else that's gone on at West Ham this week. Until then, come on you Irons. Love you all. Mwah.
My God.